for the horse. We've got to fix the streets. It's a major priority. A major priority. And we need to hire people, service workers. Less people would take these jobs for $11, $12 an hour. If we get 3 or 4 service workers, Brandon King, we can get a lot of this done. They can't cut the grass and maintain the park and do all that, and then spend. Maybe we can add another day if we hire a minimum of 3. If we're talking about paying them $25,000, okay, we can hire 3, maybe 4. And then don't forget, I asked them in the meeting, there's still another $100,000. We can modify that. We can amend that. That's what we need to do. We need to do that first. And then the last thing, and I'll sit down on that, I made a suggestion to the police chief that they look into grants to get some of these cars. That is the priority, and that's how I see it. Thank you. Right.
I'm glad to see all of you here tonight because it's hotter than you know what. And I don't mind sitting here, but I don't like sitting here and talking about nothing. I don't talk about nothing. I like to talk about something. In resolution number 517, which is the equipment, it's here, it says it's necessary the council authorize the solicitation of bids. We haven't went out for bids. I guess that means you gotta go out for bids. Am I correct, Mr. Mayor?
No comment.
Pardon me?
Yeah, we're talking about 5.
I heard something about bids. There's no bids in here.
It is.
It's in the legislation.
It's in the legislation.
Oh, okay, so that is in regard to the installation of the street poles.
Yeah.
So that will go out for bid.
What I'm asking you, have you got potential companies that you are looking to send out bids or RFP for? And can you share those with us?
Well, can we share it when we come to that resolution? Can you give your council committee report?
I'm looking, that is on my report because my report is finance.
Okay.
And I wanted to know about that. That's number 1.
I thought you were personnel's appointment.
I am, but I sit on the finance committee.
Okay.
Unless it's been changed yet.
No, I'm talking about your specific committee that you chair, personnel and appointments. Do you have a report?
No, I don't have a
Okay.
report for that specific one, but I am talking about finance. And I sit on the finance.
Okay. I was just asking about
I'm
personnel.
combining both of them.
Okay.
And I wanted to know where the bids were, and I don't see that. Also, I'm still going to the finance, because I am on the finance committee. The mayor was out at his town hall meeting. And I don't know if any of you picked up on it. We have a financial plan. And the financial plan has a forecast. And the forecast is what you're going to do to bring in money, and if you're going to modify it. Now, I spoke about this the other day. The mayor said he's going to scrap the finance committee, okay? Now, I don't know.
Financial plan.
The financial plan.
What?
No, he can scrap the financial plan. He said he's going to scrap that. So there is nothing that you can scrap as far as the financial plan because it's a mandate. We're under the fiscal emergency, and you have to bring the the fiscal plan up to date. That has not taken yet. So that means you got to know what's going to happen in the future, in the forecast, that's going to go in the financial plan if you're going to modify it. And as far as my report about the personnel and appointments, there's a lot that I have to do. So I just don't sit up here and have meetings just to have meetings. I do a thorough job. When I was a union president over in Metro, I served under the human resource. And we did thorough jobs as far as going to find out who did what and were they actually doing their jobs or what have you. So that will be in my committee, and I told the clerk, I will be getting with her. I will be doing things for her to bring up our office as far as what else we can do with personnel. Personnel all over the city, in the city hall here. What are they doing? Are we duplicating it? I don't think this has ever been taken care of. How much are they making, going according to the salary ordinance? All these things encompasses in my committee. And believe me, I will be doing it. And I won't be doing it to talk about Harry, John, Lucy. I will be doing to talk about the totality of what is happening and how we don't need to have the cream at the top and everything at the bottom. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman.
Greetings, sisters and brothers. Once again, it's an honor to sit before you, to work with you, to serve your health interests, rights, and needs. I'm on the Finance Committee, the chair of the Finance Committee. My colleague covered basically all points of our Finance Committee meeting. First of all, I want to thank everyone who came out to our Finance Committee meeting. I want to thank everyone who accepted my apology, because even though I knew that the finance director was unable to attend, I still wanted to move forward with the Finance Committee meeting, because that was my second meeting. My first meeting was a few days after I was appointed to council, so I postponed it. And the one we had Tuesday, I didn't want to postpone anymore. So for the sake of time, I want to thank my colleague, Sister Thomas, who went over the things I was going to go. Oh, I do want to say that for clarity of the people, that the permanent improvement fund, that's the monies that the fire truck, the police cars. I do want to, for the clarity of the people, those funds cannot be used for anything else. It cannot be used for paving the streets. It cannot be used for anything else except for permanent improvement funds. So I know that you all are passionate, so I didn't want you to get too upset about these funds, because these funds can't be used for street improvements and things of that nature. I was consulted by a great young man to save everything that I'm doing in the community for later on in the meeting, and just stick with my committee report for this one. So that's what I do, and I'll save the rest of my comments for later on in the meeting. I love you. God bless you. Thank you.
All right.
I don't know.
Okay. I chair the contracts and property. We did meet April 6th. There's a handout that Loris, I believe, just showed you some of the fee schedules as far as the occupancy.